All right, we're gonna do a driving video of our 1972 Nevada Green 2002. I've let the engine warm up. Right now it's running at about 1/4 in the white above the cold, and that's about where it runs. It really doesn't get much warmer than that, even in stop and go traffic. But I don't like to rev it until it's come up to temp. I usually short shift at about 5,000 RPMs. This car has an Ireland Engineering M10 featuring surface turbulence flow on the head valves. It's got headers, Ireland Engineering exhaust. The stock 4-speed transmission, and man, it just rips. It's hard to drive this car without smiling. I'm trying to like stay in character. People love it. Like, as you can see, people see this car and everybody loves it. It doesn't matter if you're a BMW guy or not. You see a 2002, any 2002 really, but then you see one finished in Nevada Green and it just pops. So everywhere we drive it, people are happy. It's just a happy car. So here the light's gonna turn green. I'll do a 1-2 red line first and second. So short shifting just below 6,500 RPMs. 6,000 RPMs in second gear takes me to 50 miles an hour. There's a little red tack on the speedometer, which was a nice feature to let you know where you needed to shift for the top of each gear. So here cruising at 50 in fourth gear, I'm revving about 2,700 RPMs. The problem with driving this car is it just hurts from laughing so much. There's very few cars, and believe me, we get to drive a lot of cars at Glen Shelley, but there's very few cars that make me smile as much as the 2002 does. And then you add just the little bits and pieces that this car has, the color combo, the little bit of a hot rod motor, suspension, exhaust note, steering wheel, and it really is, it's like a sum greater than its parts. So here we're coming up on the highway, nice merge lane. I'll try to do like a second, third pull, a little bit of traffic. A little bit of tire squeal. The great thing about it is with the extra power that this one has, it has absolutely no problem existing in the modern world. This car was made in 1972. That's 4 years before I was born. It's basically the better part of almost 50 years old. Yet it can exist in day-to-day traffic, keep up, and hold its own. There's very few cars from this vintage that you could drive on a daily basis and not just utterly hate. So here I'm cruising at like 55 miles per hour. I'm revving 3,100 RPMs. So I said this before, one of the great things about the 2002 is when it came out in the late 60s and early 70s, there were very few cars that did what the 2002 did. You had a sports car, and then you had your regular sedans. There was very little crossover on both. Cars that would not only be civilized to use on a daily basis, but also go around corners, kind of like this. You know, back in the 70s, if you wanted to do that, you really needed to get a sports car. There weren't many sports sedans that had sports car performance, yet were civilized enough to use on a daily basis. So the 2002 was incremental in carving out that niche for BMW.